Welcome back, everybody. In my last video, we took a look at one of the two inflatables that were sent to me by the Danxilu company. I'm going to put a link to their Amazon store in the description below. They've got a bunch of Halloween inflatables this year, and they've sent me a couple to review with you. In the last video, we did the 12-foot inflatable ghost. This time, we're going to do this 8-foot inflatable spider, and it's supposed to have kaleidoscope lights inside of it. I really like my inflatable spiders. I've got quite the little collection of them now. And I really like being able to put a display on that has multiple of a particular item. Just makes it a nice theme. So let's see if this is going to make a good addition to the display. When we open up the box, we've got the nice tightly wrapped inflatable inside. We also have a couple of stakes and some rope, the instructions, and a couple of those water pouches so that we can use them as weights. You just fill them up with water, use it as a weight. When you're done, empty it, dry it out, put it back in. That's really nice because it keeps everything nice and light and compact. So let's go ahead and open up the inflatable here and see. So it looks like the primary colors here are red, black, and white. It is supposed to be 8 feet. Now that usually in inflatable terms talks about the height, but when you're talking about a low inflatable like this, we're really talking about the width. So we've got it open here. Let's see if we can find the cord. All right. The cord itself is about 6 feet long. We do want to remember to close the zipper this time, so it should inflate pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see what happens. All right. You can see the light has started and its fan is on. So the fan itself is small, but we've noticed the same thing with the 12-foot inflatable ghost, that it's got enough power that it inflates it pretty quickly. I don't think this is going to take very long at all. One interesting thing about this spider is he has 4 different eyes, and we can see there's some LEDs in them that are already starting to light up. Looks like we've got some LEDs in the middle. I think this is the kaleidoscope one. Yes, I can see some swirling lights. We're probably not going to be able to see that until it gets dark, but let's see what happens when it gets fully inflated here. All right, so that took, maybe a minute to inflate or so, and I already love it. And I love it because it has these legs. I was talking about that fan being a little small, but still powerful. And it's built up these legs quite nicely that they stand up on their own like that, which you don't see in a lot of the spider inflatables. The legs tend to not get so much air and they kind of fall over and look not very good. This looks amazing. At least I think so. Let's bring the camera in so you can take a closer look. All right, as we move from side to side, again, you can see how those legs stand up on their own. And I really like the fact that the body, the head here, actually sticks up off the ground. Gives it a lot of dimension. You've got these creepy fangs in the front with the 4 eyes. That's pretty unique. I almost wish the eyes were a different color, though. But it is nice and cohesive with the red and the black and this brilliant white, which I think we're going to see a lot of that light reflecting off when it gets to be a little bit later. The top has that black dot. It almost makes that look like a giant eyeball, which is kind of cool in and of itself. But it is a pretty simple spider, but well done. I really like the volume of this spider. He's got a lot of presence. And he is a $60 inflatable. That price may change a little bit. Check out the Amazon link. But I think for that price point, it's pretty impressive. I mean, you get the big volume, which makes it an impressive statement piece, and you get the swirling lights themselves. But in order to see how much that really is going to be impressive, we need to wait for it to get just a little bit darker. And here we go. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this. The kaleidoscope is very colorful and kind of tones down the scariness of the spider, but it is very visible, and I do like that you can actually see the kaleidoscope effect through the black fabric itself. That black isn't so dense that it just becomes a void, which is nice, so it gives you a little bit of light throughout. The legs don't really quite get as much light, so you might need a little bit of exterior illumination for them. But I did want to go ahead and turn him around so you can kind of get an idea of what he's going to look like from the side. Again, with that kaleidoscope. And then even if you wanted to turn him with his back to the audience, it kind of looks like you've got an eyeball, again, with that kaleidoscope effect, which I kind of like better as an eyeball than with the spider. But I suppose if you didn't like the kaleidoscope effect at all, you could always turn it off inside, or just stick some tape over it or something to mask it so that you don't have to look at it. But as a spider, even though I'm a little conflicted about the lighting, I love the way he sits. He has, again, a great presence. I like the height of him and the width, the whole volume that he takes up. It's very in your face, and I like that. I just wish he was maybe perhaps just a little bit scarier. Maybe with that exterior illumination that we put on, we could do a strobe light or something that might make it a little bit creepier. But leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Before we go, I did want to say a special thank you to all the patrons who help support the channel. If you are interested in joining our Fright Club, you can check out a link to my Patreon page in the description below. That's going to do it for today. So thanks for watching, everyone. Till next time, take care and happy haunting.